In this video, I'm going to give you my review of Metro by T-Mobile. So Metro is a prepaid service that is actually owned by T-Mobile. Let's take a look and see what kind of plans do they offer. If you check out the website, you're going to see that most of their plans are unlimited only. So it starts at $40 per month and then up to $50 per month, $60 per month. Taxes and fees are already included, and each of those plans have like different extra things that are included. There's also even a $25 per month plan, which I'll talk about later on in the video. And finally, there is a $30 per month plan. That is not unlimited though. For my testing, I'm using a Moto G 5G stylus, the 2023 model, with a physical SIM and on the $40 per month plan. And just a side note, the Moto G stylus 5G that is carried by Metro actually has eSIM support. Unfortunately, I can't be able to use it right now because I have to wait for the phone to unlock. And the testing is conducted within the Southern California area, more specifically the Los Angeles County area. So now we're going to do some indoor speed tests, and the first speed tests were conducted around my neighborhood. My first result on 5G, I got 62.8 megabits per second for my download speed and 16.6 megabits per second for my upload speed. Now my second 5G test, I got 200 megabits per second for my download, 17.5 for my upload. I also did a LTE speed test as well, and I got 60.9 megabits per second for my download, and my upload 5.8. And I was able to test 5G UC, the ultra capacity, and I got 246 megabits per second for my download and 16.1 megabits per second for my upload. Now for this testing, I was actually at a different location, actually inside a store, and I was only getting about 3 megabits per second to 13.7 megabits per second for my download. And for my upload, it's less than 1 megabits per second. And during this time, I noticed that my phone switches between 5G and LTE. So definitely a lot slower. Next up, I want to do some outdoor speed test. And in my performance speed test, I was getting over 1 gigabits per second for my download and somewhere between 138 to 146 megabits per second for my upload speed. And this is when I'm connected to 5G UC. And I also did an LTE speed test as well. And I was getting somewhere between 200 megabits per second to 240 megabits per second for my download and 43 to 44 megabits per second for my upload. The next test is voice calls. And during my testing, I didn't have any issues with making phone calls. But here are the results. Testing. 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 The next part is texting, specifically images and also videos, and I was actually able to test out RCS. So here are the results. So you'll notice the phone that I'm using on the right is Mint Mobile, and for some reason it took a little while for the content to download. So you'll notice that some of the videos here, I'm going to speed up the clips. Next up is the voicemail test.
Please leave your message for
Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. Next up is video streaming. So I tried streaming HD video on YouTube using this phone, but unfortunately it will only work well on 480p. When I try switching the quality to maybe to like 1080p, it starts lagging and the video pauses. I did notice that in their add and remove services, you are able to add HD video for an additional $10 per month. So now let's talk about their plans. So earlier in the video, I mentioned that most of their plans are basically just unlimited, but you have 3 different types of unlimited. Now you'll notice in the $50 and $60 unlimited data plan, those actually have mobile hotspot and other features as well. They also have a $25 per month one-line unlimited data plan, and you can either do that in store or even online. Now, if you're getting a new number, keep an eye on that part because that's not unlimited. You get 10 gigabytes of data, and it really emphasizes to bring a eSIM compatible phone. So I'm not sure if you could sign up using just a regular physical SIM. If you have, let us know in the comments, but definitely read all the details in each of those plans. Now let's talk about account management using their website and the app. On their website, it's pretty straightforward, clean interface. You could do things like change your plan, add services, and on the app, same thing as well. Pretty much a more compact version of the website. You can add and remove services, change your plans, and the services you can add varies. So you can add HD video, global plans, more minutes, but overall, a solid way to manage your account. So next up, I want to talk about phone offers. Sometimes Metro does have some decent good offers on different phones. In fact, my Moto G Stylus 5G, their offer was pretty good. So right now it's set to get one free and keep your number, and you could probably do it online or probably in store as well. But if you get a new number, you have to pay $20 for it. So the only downside is you want to keep an eye out on these offers because they sometimes change the requirements, but sometimes they have some pretty good, decent phone offers. Next up, I want to talk about the limitations. So their unlimited high-speed data, it might slow down after you use more than 35 gigabytes per month. So there's no premium data that you can buy as well. There's no hotspot data on the $40 or $25 plan. And if you do purchase a device from them, you're gonna have to wait 180 days from the device activation date to get it unlocked. And like I mentioned before, some of the phone offerings, they have specific details that you have to follow, and some of them do change from time to time. Now for customer support, I didn't reach out to them because I didn't have any issues with activating my phone or even purchasing a phone. But I want to know, what are your thoughts on their customer support if you ever encountered them online or even in store? Please leave your comments below. So overall, my experience with Metro has been decent. I do like their $25 plan, at least they have that offering, but the downside to that plan is that there's no mobile hotspot of any sorts. If you look at other prepaid carriers such as like Visible, they do have mobile hotspot in their $25 unlimited data plan. Even Tello has some sort of hotspot allotment for their unlimited data plan. The downside to those carriers is that they're all virtual, so there's no store for you to visit, whereas with Metro, they do have some stores if you do need some help. But I want to know, what are your thoughts on Metro? Are you a customer? Leave your comments below. If you'd like to support the channel, you can go ahead and join my YouTube membership or even my Patreon page. I'll leave the links in the description. If you want to check out some of my other MVNO review that uses the T-Mobile network, you can check out those videos right here.